it's the time now for our latest in our Lockdown Life series. This is where familiar faces give us some hints and tips about how to get through staying at home.
Today it is the turn of maths teacher and author Bobby Seagull, and he joins us now. Morning, Bobby.
Morning.
Morning, Charlie.
Oh no,
Good morning,
take
Naga.
a look. Hi, we're going to talk to you in a moment. We've got a little snippet, I think, of what you've been up to.
Some of you usually in the mornings might have been doing some PE with Joe Wicks, doing some mummy kicks, knee raises, star jumps, and your bodies are active. Now, it's time for you to get your mind active with mathematics. West Ham organised training matches for their reserves and their first team squad. Your task is to work out how many more people came to the first team match than the reserves. Britain, we've got a very proud Asian culture, and again we want to share it with you guys because, you know, Asian culture, British culture, we're all interlinked in a great happy community. Get your glasses on, we're going to travel back in time and space. Come on, we're going to go back to the modern time. Are you ready? Jump on. 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, 85, 88. Whew, we're back.
Bobby, I'm going to give you 10 out of 10 for enthusiasm straight away. There you
Thank
go.
you. I
there you go. You enjoy that. I've got to ask, I mean, you've been so busy. Do you actually veg out in front of the telly and, you know, in your slobbies and, like, pack of crisps and do nothing like most of us are doing?
Thing is, my sort of downtime is watching the adventures of West Ham Football Club. And this year, they've been providing me lots of joy.
Well, I have noted the football shirt behind you. Don't worry, it hasn't gone unnoticed. The importance of keeping physically active, that's one of the things as well. You know, I'm asking if you're sitting around slobbing on the sofa, but that we know about that. But it's also keeping the brain active as well, because that actually can make you feel just as tired if you haven't been thinking.
Absolutely, because I think, again, healthy body, healthy mind. Again, Dr. Alex was talking about the importance of mental health, physical health, and I think it's trying to combine the two, making sure that you're keeping active by doing quizzes, puzzles, chatting, learning, I mean, maybe learning not too many new hobbies, but just keeping yourself mentally engaged during this period.
Yeah, and some people, Bobby, that isn't necessarily, I know maths is your thing, but some people it's things like crosswords and puzzles and those kind of things, which is all connected, isn't it?
Yes, it's all about trying to find what your thing is. And again, I do different things, like I do a family library quiz every Saturday, or even for people that like Strictly, every Wednesday and Saturday, I do like a maths and dance session with Katia Jones. So I teach her some maths tricks, and then she teaches me a dance version of that trick. So again, I think it's find whatever floats your boat.
Well, who's learning quickest in that little equation?
Katia's actually very good. She's very good at numbers. My dancing skills, she's been learning like different dances, mathematical ones, so I've got a long way to go, to be honest.
There you go. Well, I think as long as you can count to 4, you're all right when it comes to dancing. There you go. There you go. There you go. Look, so many children learning through lockdown. I know, you know, you would have been involved in kind of some of the lessons or whatever. It's keeping them engaged, isn't it? Because you haven't got the stimulation of other classmates, seeing them engaged or interaction. How important is it that that is got right at the moment?
Yes, so I would say, firstly, it's important to acknowledge that it is a difficult period. You're not expected to, you know, progress up 2, 3 levels of learning advancement. But what I would say is that even though parents are juggling, you know, cooking, their jobs, multiple children in the household, the key thing is, as a parent, if you've got children, just check in on them regularly and often. So it could be just 30 seconds every hour, because we know what children are like. If you leave them there, they'll be on their TikTok, checking Instagram stories. Again, it's not like sitting there for 2 hours and saying, how did you do that Pythagoras theorem? It's that regular and little, just checking in so kids feel as if they're accountable to someone.
Bobby, can I just raise one thing, which I know a lot of parents struggle with, which is that they want to help their children do maths. Let's talk about maths specifically. And they start doing it and they go, oh, it's so different now. And the children turn around and say, you don't do it like that anymore. And that can be an area of, well, friction. It's just the last thing you want, isn't it? The parents are trying to help, but the way they do things is different from the way they're taught now.
Understandable. Like, again, most parents would have learned, let's say for multiplication, the column method. but then students have learnt the grid method. So the key thing is not to get into an argument saying, oh, the grid method's better than the column method. No. It's just having a conversation with the child, say, oh, show me your method, I'll show you my method, and have again, in those moments, trying to find time. You're not expected to be 24/7 in front of them, but just regular little engagement.
Bobby, I understand. You should have seen our faces this morning. Charlie was delighted that you've got a puzzle for us. We've got to do it quickly.
Yes. Very quickly. Okay, so imagine we've got a five-a-side mixed England team. Rashford in goal, he's a hero. We got Alex Scott in defence, Declan Rice in midfield, Ellen White up front, and Southgate in defence.
Nice
and you're trying
team.
to work out how many high fives there'd be in total if they high five each other.
Don't you do 5 times 4 times 3 times?
You've got 5 times 4, 20.
Yeah, times 3 times 2. Don't you do that?
Ooh, this one's a bit. So what you do is you imagine each player, like Rashford does 4 high fives, Alex Scott does.
Oh, so it's 4 plus 3
4
plus
times.
2.
Yeah, exactly. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1,
Yeah.
or 4 times 5, and every high five counts twice, so you divide it by 2 to give 10. I could spend 10 minutes on this, but obviously
Wow.
we're
Can I
short
just
for time.
point out the slight flaw in the equation there? And I know, strictly speaking, you didn't answer the question, but if the manager also gets a high five from each of the players at least twice...
I'm the manager of this team. I'm wearing the waistcoat. Southgate's on the pitch. I'm the manager, so
Yeah,
he's
but
on the
do
field
you-
right now.
And yeah, we should say, as a health and safety information, no high-fiving just now, not allowed, OK? Let's put it
Socially
out there.
distanced high five.
Yes, distance high five.
Bobby, it's always lovely speaking to you. Stay chirpy and busy. Thank you so much.